ተናስሊን ተመልካቾቻችን እንደምን ሰንብታችኋል? ዛሬ የብርሃን ቴሌቪዥን በዚህ በኤንዲፒ ኦፊስ ነው የምንገኘው። ዌስተርን ቶሮንቶ ነው። ወደ ዌስተርን ሮድ እና ዌስተርን ሮድ ሎረንስ አካባቢ ነው ያለ ነው። እንግዲህ እዚህ አካባቢ ያላችሁ የኢትዮጵያ፣ የኤርትራ፣ የሶማሊያን ኮሚኒቲዎች እዚህ በእርግጥ እንደምትገኙ እርግጠኛ ነኝ። ብርሃን ቴሌቪዥን እንግዲህ በደረሰኝ ሪፖርት መሰረት ለቃለ መጠየቅ እዚህ ያፌት ተወልደን የኛ ልጅ ነው፣ አበሻ ነው፣ እዚህ ያደገ ልጅ ነው እና ወገኑን ለመርዳት በአጋጣሚ ይኸው እንግዲህ ከአገር ከዛች ከአፍሪካ መተን እዚህ ደግሞ እንደዚህ አይነት እንቅስቃሴዎች በማድረግ ላይ እንገኛለን። ይሄ እሱ የመጀመሪያው ነው በዚህ አጋጣሚ። ስለዚህ ያፌትን ለመርዳት በመጀመሪያው በኦክቶበር 11 12 እና ከጠዋቱ 9 ሰዓት እስከ ማታ ድረስ እዚህ ኦፊስ መታችሁ 1826 ዌስተርን ሮድ ላይ ከሳውዝ ኦፍ ሎረንስ አካባቢ ነው። እዛ መታችሁ እንድትረዱት እንጠይቃለን። ቡድኖቹም እርዳታ ጠይቀዋል። መታችሁ ቮለንተሪ አግዙት። በተለይ እዚህ ሀገር ተወልዳችሁ ያደጋችሁ ቤተሰቦች ልጆቻችሁን ላኩ። የራሳችንን ልጅ ነው እየረዳን ያለ ነው። በሁለተኛ ደረጃ በ21 ምርጫ ይደረጋል። የኤንዲፒ ምርጫ ዌስተርን ይህንን አካባቢ ወክሎ ነው የሚወዳደረው። እንግዲህ ብርሃን ቴሌቪዥን ጉድ ላክ ወይ ይቅና ስንለው እናንተም ደግሞ እዚህ አካባቢ ያላችሁ መታችሁ እንድትመርጡት በዚህ አጋጣሚ እንጠይቃለን። ያፌት ለአጭር ደቂቃዎች ቃለ መጠየቅ አድርጎልናል። በጤና ጉዳይ ላይ በኮሚኒቲ ሃውሶች በተለይ በአሁኑ ሰዓት ቶሮንቶ በጣም ቤት ውድ ነው። እንዲሁም በሌሎች ጉዳይ ላይ በአዲስ መጪዎች በኒው ካመሮች ላይ ብዙ መልእክት አስተላልፏል። እሱን ከዚህ ቀጥሎ እንድትከታተሉት እየጋበዝኩኝ ብርሃን ቴሌቪዥን ለጊዜው እዚህ እንግዲህ ያፌት ኤንዲፒ ኦፊስ ነኝ ያለሁት። ያፌት ተወልደ ጉድ ላክ እያልኩኝ እሰናብታለሁ። ያፌት ቴንክ ዩ ሶ ማች።
Thank you very much. Yeah, sure. I live right here in York South Weston. I'm a community organizer. I am finishing my PhD right now. I work for a union doing research, and I've been doing political work and community work now for close to 20 years. Actually, I've been involved in different ways as either as a camp counselor, as a youth worker, as a grassroots organizer, organizing rallies, demonstrations, issue-based campaigns, working on political campaigns. It's been my life. It's been my life's work, and I'm just really excited to take this next step in my life. And I'm a big believer in justice and being able to push for what's right, and that no matter what comes, we can absolutely do it.
Good. We have no election time, right? In Canada. And there is a different kind of political thing, like liberal, and why don't you go to the other one? Why you come to NDP?
Yeah. Well, the NDP is the only party I've ever worked with. It's the only party I could ever work with. It's been the one that's most closely aligned to my own personal values, and I've been involved with the NDP since 2006, actually. In that election, actually, is when I first got involved, and so it's the only party I can be involved with. It's a party that wants to stand up for working people, wants to stand up for issues of political, economic, and social justice. I believe it's the party that is one that I think we can most move to bring the most amount of value to Canadians across the country. Well, I mean, I'm really excited to be a local voice, a local champion for York South Weston, and really build a model, I think, for the rest of the country about what community organizing can look like here. I think there are big issues that we're facing here in York South Weston. We have a housing crisis. We have huge issue around affordability of people being able to afford to live in their homes. We have many people who pay up to upwards of 75% of their own income into their housing. We have actually some of the highest concentrations of poverty in the city right here in York South Weston, and so that looks like poor health care, no access to medication, can't get dental coverage. Our seniors can't afford to buy groceries or pay their rent or buy medication, and so it's across the board, and I want to be that voice in Ottawa, in York South Weston, and help be that champion really in this country. Well, my message is the same to all people. You know, it's time we stand up. It's time we stand up for all people. We have a country that's too focused on protecting the rich, protecting the interests of profits of large corporations, and it's hurting all of us. And my message is, come out and join us, raise your voice, and we can build something special. And here with the NDP here in York South Weston, we're a government that's in it for you, in it for people, and I'm excited to be one of those voices. We've, as NDPers and myself, we've long believed that we have to be a country that welcomes people, that provides immigration for all people to be able to come into this country. But the real question is, what do we do once they get here? We need to make sure that people can find jobs, they can get an education, they can find a house, a home they can live in, they're able to raise their families, that they're free from discrimination, that they're not barred because of the language they speak or the food they eat or the clothes they wear. That is the real challenge, because that's not what we're seeing. We may see people open the borders, we may see different governments open the borders for certain people, but what do we do once they get here? And that's where, I think that's where the NDP stands out. We're ones who want to protect people no matter how they come to this country, whether they're immigrants, whether they're refugees. We want to make sure that you're able to come to this country and you're able to live in this country and raise your families. I'm just really excited about this, about what we're building here.
Tell the people come to elect
October 21st, come to York South Weston. I am running to be not just a member of Parliament for York South Weston, but to be the first Habesha elected in Canada. I am the only Habesha running in this country, and we're going to make history. Join us.
Oh, Jesus.
BMHB ስቱዲዮ ለበርካታ ዓመታት ለደንበኞቹ ኩራት ሆኖ የቆየው BMHB ስቱዲዮ የአገልግሎት አሰጣጡን አሳድጎ በተሻለ አገልግሎት መጣው ይላል። BMHB ስቱዲዮ ስቱዲዮ የተለያዩ ዝግጅቶችን በፎቶና በቪዲዮ ቀርጾ ትዝታ በማድረግ ወደር የማይገኝለት ሆኗል። ለዚህም ደንበኞቻችን ማኞቻችን ናቸው። እርሶ የሰርጎን ቀን ብቻ ይንገሩ፣ እኛ ሰርጎን ለልጅ ልጆ ለጥራት እንዲተላለፍ የማድረጉን ስራ ዘመኑ በወለዳቸው የቴክኖሎጂ መሳሪያዎች እንጠበብበታለን። BMHB ስቱዲዮ ለሰርግ፣ ለልደት፣ ለስብሰባ፣ ለአኒቨርሰሪ፣ ለማንኛውም ዝግጅት እኛን ያነጋግሩ። ስልክ ቁጥራችን 647 887 1241 BMHB ስቱዲዮ BMHB